After those long dark nights, now my world is bright. Islam is my sight. Now I found the light. After those long dark nights, now my world is bright. Islam is my sight. Now my world is bright. Islam is my sight.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Straight Path. With me, your host, Abdullah McIntosh. This week's episode, we'll be taking a look at the phenomenon of e-dawah. Of course, we all know that dawah is an extremely important issue among the Muslims, and of course, it is the job of the Muslims and of course the inheritance from the prophets that we must give dawah and invite to the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But of course, living in the modern age, technology of course has taken its place and is intimately involved in all our daily lives. We're going to be looking at the issues. What are the dangers? What are the pitfalls? And who is doing dawah? And perhaps how we can gain some small knowledge and improve our e-dawah, as we are calling it now. With me in the studio is Dr. Al-Said Amin. Welcome to the show, Dr. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallahu khairan for giving me the opportunity.
Allah barik fiha, Doctor. And we were pleasure to have you for the first time on the show. Now, you have a PhD from Birmingham University, and you are currently a lecturer in Islamic Studies at the University of Azhar here in Cairo. Welcome to the show. And my two guests, Shady Abu Yusuf, an English trainer, and Ali Al-Fuda, a student at Al-Azhar. Welcome to the show. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Shady, I think you obviously train a lot of young people here in the Middle East, and you obviously see a lot of people who are interested in dawah across the internet. Of course, perhaps they don't have the opportunity to travel, so e-dawah becomes, e-dawah as we're calling it, has become very important. What would you say that they need to know before they engage in, let's say, e-dawah in any form?
Well, first of all, they need to understand that, Islam is not well depicted in the West. So they need to have this previous idea before they start working on the internet. And they need to understand the mentality of Western people, how Islam is depicted for them, so that they can change this idea through talking on the internet. It's very important. I remember, something that is very funny, in a magazine that is supposed to be given to children, okay, and there was comics, and it was a story, and in the story, it was about aliens and other creatures from other planets, and there were, people wearing like Muslims exactly. They're wearing galabiya, which is a very Islamic, clothes.
Symbol,
yeah, exactly, and women wearing niqab, and they were aliens with mechanical devices in their heads, they were eating people. Okay, so this is even given to children. And that was long time ago, before the 11th of September and all this. That was in the 80s. Okay, so I mean, so Islam is not well presented. So just for Muslims, when they meet on the internet, when they talk to people, they start to change the idea. Even if they don't talk directly about religion, with the ethics, with the manners, talking well to people, accepting the others. Okay, these simple things, other people start, to stop stereotyping. Oh, they're nice, they're not that bad. They're not creatures from other planets.
They're just flesh and blood like us. They eat, they go to the market, they do shopping.
Yes, very important. Guys, we're going to take a short break there. We'll be back right after the break. Don't go away.
My world is bright. Islam is my sight.
Okay. Shady, how important do you think friendship is, trying to strike a friendship up in the cause of dawah? Does it have a place?
Yeah, of course, it is very important. To make the other person feel that you are a friend to him, It is very important in da'wah.
But is that an easy thing to do in a virtual environment?
Yeah, it's not very difficult. It is not very difficult. When you some people make mistakes. Like when they meet someone for the first time, they started talking about religion, just like that. You know, yes, they don't try to understand the person in front of them. And when they are shocked by other ideas that do not go well with Islam, they start becoming, you know, like angry. And in da'wah, in e-da'wah on the internet, you have to be open. You have to accept the other because he does not know anything about Islam. And let me give you just a very simple example about that. I was in a library and I found a dictionary that is called the Dictionary of Mythology, and you know, like legendary stories and things like that. And I opened the dictionary on a letter A, and I found Allah. Okay, then I started reading the definition because that attracted me. So that was written, the God of Muslims. The God of Muslims, not the God, because Muslims don't believe that Allah is the God of Muslims. The God of Muslims, the God of Jews, the God of Christians, the God of everyone. Okay, Jesus, Moses, okay. And under Allah, Alat, the female God of Allah, the female goddess of Allah. That was written in a book. Imagine the idea. And we understand that Alat, that was an idol worshipped by the disbelievers, and it's not related by any way to Islam. But this is the picture given to the others. So you have to be tolerant and friendly when you talk to others because they don't understand your culture, they don't understand your religion.